Good morning, Phins fans. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming through. Hit that like button, guys. Hit the like button. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Good morning. Good morning. It's Dual Tuesday or QB Tuesday, all that jazz. I realized something yesterday. We do our league-wide stuff on Wednesday nights with colors, so I'm gonna leave that there. You guys will survive. But I just came in, literally just opened up my Twitter, man. And I'm not even lying to you. This just upset me so much. It really did. It upset me so much that I'm like, no, I need to take a look at this. This can't be real life. Yeah. So that's why I figured, why not talk about it? We'll talk about everything related to the AFC East, like coaches search and all that tomorrow. Because the season's not over, guys. Season's technically not over. Our Dolphin season's over. We're not going nowhere. But the rest of the league is going through. So I got to talk about that and talk about the Dolphins. So there you go. Oh, man. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Aquavision. Welcome. Dolphin here. One of our awesome members, man. Thanks so much, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to real quick say congratulations to Context again winning the fantasy league. That was awesome. Congrats to you. Congrats to Finsanity winning the pick'ems for sure. So congrats to both of you guys. I'll reach out to you guys shortly. But congratulations, guys, on both. What a season! I'll tell you this. The more I keep being a league manager, the more I'm learning what to do, what not to do, how to set up the league. So yeah, it hasn't been too bad. Morning, good morning. Rams definitely surprised the Vikings, that's for sure. Algovision says he thinks Glenn back. Is it Glenn back? Glenn will be the head coach of the Jets, Flores of the Bears, and Deion Sanders of the Cowboys. Maybe it's a possibility. Is it guaranteed? Nah, but it's a maybe. Definitely a maybe. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. It helps out the channel so much. Like, so much. You don't even know. So go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe, guys. Let me get to it, man. Flipping to a Tonga Bailoa. Literally, that's where I'm at this point. Because no matter what we take a look at, no matter what news comes out of the organization, something like this just is one of the main reasons why we have such a hard time winning and why other teams are able to do it. What do you mean, Miss Vince? Don't worry, I'm going to show you right now. You're not even going to believe this. You're not even going to believe this. So shout out to Fins Up who wrote this, but Tua's hip was hurting. Tua didn't make this choice to sit out. Tua was forced to sit out. But according to the media, Bo Nix played with three spinal fractures, guys. The Broncos rookie Bo Nix told local media that he played with three transverse fractures in his back during Denver's Week 12 game versus Las Vegas. You can't make this up. Bo Nix, the rookie QB, played with three spinal fractures. Our guys get hit in the head. He's out for 4 weeks. He gets hit in the hip or anywhere else in the body. He can play no longer. Guys, at this point, Tua's liability is 100% his availability. People will argue whether he's good or not. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. We know this. That'll always happen. But at some point we're gonna have to like get serious. Why is it that a rookie I get it, everybody's different, you know what I mean? But why is it that the rookie can go ahead and do it, but yet when you have someone like our quarterback who we pay like a franchise quarterback, it's like we're renting a QB. It almost reminds you of the same thing that happened with our left tackle. Everybody wants to talk about, oh man, which is true. When Teron Armstead is there and available, man, he's one of the best left tackles, period. But the man doesn't even practice. He's only available for games, and he's not even available for all games. He's only available for 2/3 of the game. And yet you have, and that's just our left tackle. Now you have our quarterback who we want to win with, right? I know a lot of people want to win with him. I know a lot of people want to win with him, but unfortunately, we can't. No matter how much we may want to. That's where I'm at with it. I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, holy smokes. This guy really played with 3 spinal fractures, and we can't even get our guy to just show up for a game. Why? Good morning, everybody. Oh, look, Joe Reese, one of our awesome members. Welcome. Good morning. Welcome. Dolphin Don, welcome, welcome. Good morning. What's up, CB83? Welcome. Good morning, sir. The ultimate Tuanier. Good morning, Miss Phins. We can't win with Tua unless he's available. You can't win with someone who isn't there. Our offensive line isn't available either. Our edge defenders, too. No lies told here. It took you 5 years to realize this, CB. 5 years. But you know what? To be fair, you can't really evaluate a player until after their third year. And even then. But now it's 3 years, or after 3 years, with the McDaniel, offense, under McDaniel's tutelage, right? That's why I asked the question, can Miami win with their QBs? No. Because you have your franchise quarterback who you paid so much money for and you didn't need to. And he's not available for you. But then fans want to be mad at other fans because this is being pointed out. Because we're looking at a rookie quarterback take his team into the playoffs as a rookie. Granted, he didn't win, I get it. And still be able to play through injuries. Same thing with Josh Allen. Josh Allen was playing with a broken hand all season long. The man has had Tommy John injury, the hand injury, a bunch of other stuff injuries. he still finds a way to play. It's frustrating as a fan when you're looking at other teams and it's like, man, we had an opportunity to. I'm not saying get Bo Nix. That's not what I'm talking about. And I'm not even talking about getting rid of Tua either, to be honest with you. We had an opportunity to gift this system and this regime a year, an extra year, before we locked it up. Oh, Tyreek is not gonna play if he doesn't get extra money and solidified. Okay, sit down. Sit down. You're gonna get fined for every game you don't play. You're gonna tank your own stats, and then we're gonna trade you to the Panthers next. Tua's not gonna play without a contract extension. Great, sit down. Put in Huntley, put in Skyler. Let's go ahead and see what we can do with our backups. We'll win what, 5 games if we're lucky? Okay, cool. Don't worry, you got your $23 million. We'll trade you somewhere else because you're fully healthy, right? You prove that you're fully healthy. You know what I mean? You don't gotta play. Boom. Oh, Miami doesn't make the playoffs. They don't do this. Okay, no problem. But we got a top 5 pick. We didn't we can get out of all these giant contracts, and I don't know what term, man. There's like 80 million term. Retool, rebuild, re something, readjust, whatever you want to call it. We can reimagine this team. That one got me. I wouldn't be as upset because it's like, okay, cool. You don't want to play? No problem. We'll put in the backups, and then guess what? We're going to work hard. We're going to give these guys an opportunity, see what we got with our backups. Both of y'all can sit down. Anybody else that doesn't want to play, you guys can sit down and get fined. We're not about to pay you. And I say, let's keep it moving. And matter of fact, I'm going to trade you halfway through the season. You know what, Tyreek? We wanted to make sure that he was good. Da da da. Here you go, Panthers. Give me that first number. Give me that first round pick. I'll take him. And look, he's on an expiring contract too. You can rearrange that, and you got yourself a great wide receiver for Bryce Young. Go ahead, give him that opportunity. Let him go make something happen over there with the Panthers. I'm being super serious. Tua, oh man, Tua, you know what? I'll package it up. You get Tua, veteran quarterback, winning quarterback. He knows nothing to do. And he showed you he can actually stay healthy. I'll give you Tyreek, I'll give you both. He's on an expiring contract. You can go ahead and extend him for whatever you want. He could be your starter. You know what I'm saying? While Bryce Young is developing. Sometimes, guys just need a change of scenery. Boom. Give me 2 firsts and a second for those two guys. Man, I want 2 firsts, one for each. I want a second and a fifth. That second and fifth is for Tyreek. A first and a fifth for Tua. A first and a second for Tyreek. Both of them guys are playing at a super high level. Come on, man. Let's do it. I'm getting as many picks as possible. Hey, Teron, you've been amazing all season, man. Boom, trade you. Chubb, he injured. I can't trade you. Philip, oh, you're healthy, man. Oh, man, you're doing so amazingly great. Hey, Minnesota, you want to go ahead and trade? Man, I'm trading everybody and I'm getting as many picks. Why? Because we didn't pay nobody. Javon Holland, bye bye. Thank you so much, man. You've been such an amazing asset. Let's go. Right now, Miami would have been sitting with at least 50 plus million dollars in cap space, at least 50 plus. And I'm going conservative because I didn't even touch all the contracts. I just talked about like four or five of them. All these extra picks, got rid of the dead weight. Everybody else, it's on a 1 year, maybe 2 year. Okay, cool, no problem. And let's go. Let's see what we got. Because you know what? We believe in this head coach. Let's go, McDaniel. Let's make this happen. I'm being super serious. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, I'm a serious. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, but didn't. True. I agree with you. A lot of people fought me in the offseason when I said, we don't need to pay anybody. Everybody's already paid. Everybody's under contract. Even Tua is under contract. We don't need to pay him. Let's just go ahead and see what we got. Can we do this a second year? Can we get a healthy Tua? Yo, I told you guys this. I would rather give $300 million fully guaranteed to Tua Tagovailoa, with him giving me back-to-back winning seasons. And this season, he showed me, in his fifth year option, he can keep that number one scoring offense, keep that offense churning. We win the division this time instead of giving it up in the last 5 weeks. You see what I mean? I'm like, hey, then I will become the biggest two in the year. I would have been like, you know what? I get it. He's been up and down and whatever, but now he gave you back to back winning seasons. We made the back to back to back playoff seasons. He's giving you two back to back healthy seasons, which is what we need from him for us to win in this system. This is the guy. For the coach that we got, this is the guy. Man, I would have been like, pay him. Pay him $300 million after the fifth year option, after this year, because okay, Tua can stay healthy for real. Give me back to back years so he can keep this high level of playing. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly how I'm feeling. I would have been like, okay, cool, let's make it happen. But no, Peter Man, Peter Man, Peter Man, Peter Man is gonna cost us everything. Poof, it did. Miss Phins, you can't account for injuries that happen in the season. True. But what, I want people to do is keep that same energy and understand that you also can't give this whole, well, our offensive line was injured or they're trained. Everybody has to deal with. There's only like three good offensive lines and 27 bad ones, or decent bad ones. Let's be honest. No team really, like, that's literally only three really good offensive lines. That's it every year. There's really only like three of them. Then you got about five that are like pretty good, but they got a quarterback that can manage that to make it better. The rest are just like trying, and then you got the awful ones that are just, ooh, rough, right? That's it. But right now, we wouldn't be in this mess that we're in right now. We are so screwed. And I'm gonna go over. Um, I gotta check the schedule because we still gotta do our end of the season review. I can't do the full end of the season review just yet. I gotta check to see because I guess maybe I could do it because the rankings would only be limited to the regular season anyways, so I could probably do it. But even then, right? We're gonna be doing our end of the season reviews for the offense, for the defense, for Tua, all of that stuff. Just to compare, we did the preseason stuff. We did the mid-season reviews. Now we're gonna do the end of the season reviews. We're gonna be going over that. I'm gonna see if I can probably do it next week. I think that'll be a good one. Because next week is what? We'll only have to review like the divisional games, really, right? But I just couldn't do it. I had something else planned for today. But when I saw this hit my timeline, I was like, no, no, I gotta get it out because it just frustrates me as a fan. Again, every human's different, every body's different, but come on, man. And when we had an opportunity for our team to be smart, to think team first. Nope. Hey, everybody. Okay, well, some of us are here for the ride we didn't ask for, but we're stuck with. Let's run this puppy back. Like, what else can you say? You know what I mean? And that's what gets it frustrating. I mean, am I wrong, guys? Am I wrong feeling this way? You know what I mean? I know we got CB in the middle. What's up for Saturday? Good morning. Bard Boy, welcome. If Bo Nix played with this hip injury, this injury shows you Tua really soft. Tua might not be soft. He's just dealing with injuries. You know what I mean? I mean, I still think at times he can present himself as someone who is soft. But no, I'm not trying to say all that. Though funny, I love that jacket, man. Miss Phins, our next GM. Gosh. You know what? I wouldn't even do even if I got to be the GM, I wouldn't even want to be the GM. I'd like to be the position I would want would probably be president because this is the thing. One thing that I've learned in life is I do not know everything, guys. What I would do is I would try to find the best possible people who can go ahead and help us win. So I would surround myself with people that truly knew to be able to take our vision of what we're trying to do with the team and make it happen. Because I think that's the best way. Now, doesn't mean that I wouldn't want to have my own vision of the team, as president, but I would want to hire a GM and a coach that really we were all in the same page as far as what the trajectory of what we wanted the team to be. And then positional coaches, assistants, and all that stuff to make it happen. That's what I would do. And then not be afraid of making the decisions. So that way Stephen Ross doesn't have to make the decisions. I will be his proxy as president. The chain of command will be easy. GM. He can do his GM duties. But I will be there to oversee to make sure things are not what is it? When things like this come up, when you have your team paid for already and you're really deciding on whether or not to extend your quarterback, yeah, I would definitely want to be in those particular meetings. Just saying. Just saying. What's up, Timothy? Welcome. Miss Fitz, what free agents would you bring back? Do I even want to bring them back? I'm stuck with Phillips and Chubb because of their injuries. Devon Holland, we should have got rid of him last offseason. The kid is in decline. Thank you so much, man. You've been amazing. Go be amazing somewhere else. This team, in my opinion, definitely steered away from what the original vision was. So at this point, you got to scrap it and keep it and try to make something happen. Guys, we are in the same loophole that we've been in the last 25 years. 3 years, don't work out, get a new one. I'm all for it. Hey, you know what? Let's let them at least try to make it happen, right? Hit that like button, guys, for me, please, on your way in. Thank you. Hit that like button, guys. And I shout out to everybody that shows their love on the channel, man. We've been getting blessings. Thank you so much. On Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Thank you guys so much. Also, too, remember you got super sticker, super thanks, super all that stuff as well. But I just wanted to thank specifically all those people and all our members, man. All our members every month showing their love. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. You keep the light on for us. So thank you. Um, but yeah, this is just at the one thing that I've learned is everybody is tradable. Everybody. Everybody's upgradable too. Everybody. Now, Sack Sealer, I like him. I'd keep him. Calais Campbell, if you want to ride this pony and continue to do it, man, I'd take him too. I love Campbell. Dotson's another one. I know I'm talking about defense, but I like defense more than I do offense. Dotson would be another one that I would keep. I think he played really well for us. I'd like to keep some of the younger guys like Ethan Bonner, Storm Duck. Those guys, I wouldn't necessarily get rid of them, to be honest with you. I'd like to see what their development goes to. I'm in the offense. Obviously, HN, you're here. Malik Washington as well, which to me, I find it very interesting how people want to say that Wes Welker didn't develop anybody, but Malik Washington was looking pretty good to me. I'm just saying, don't be mad. I'm just saying, Malik Washington definitely was looking good, man. Was looking good. So for me personally, yeah, those are some of the key guys that I would have loved to have kept. I know there's some more that have 1 year contracts and stuff. Man, I'm even trading Austin Jackson at this point. And keeping Liam Eichenberg. I'm kidding. I'm totally trolling. I'm totally trolling. Relax, people, okay? I just had to. Um, but yeah, man. Malik Washington, I'm keeping him. Jalen Wright, I'm keeping him. Even like, yeah, those guys I'm keeping. But it's kind of tough. If I'm gonna be honest with you, it's gonna be tough. Timothy says Terrell Dodson, Calais Campbell, Benita Jones, Cater Kohu are the only free agents I would bring back. I'm not even surprised with you. One thing that people forget, ladies and gentlemen, out of all college athletes, right, only 2% or less make it to pro sports, any pro sport. When it comes to football, it's even lower than that. There's always kids trying to come into the league. There's always talent out there, undrafted free agents, like the kids coming up in the new draft. There's so many different talents out there just waiting to get to the big leagues. Man, I will be swimming through every single one of these teams' practice squad and taking a look at what's going on over there. I tell my scout guys, okay, go take a look at the practice squad guys this year. Let me see, any of them had an opportunity to play and make happen. That's what I would do. That's what it would be. Like that's those will be probably the only guys. I agree with you. The guys that you would want to bring in. Mostly everybody else. Yeah, I'm not feeling you. I'm not. It's too much, ladies and gentlemen. It's too much. Too many holes that we have, and we have no money. Now, can we open up more money? Yes, but it would take us having to commit even longer to guys that we don't even need. We don't even need. Miss Fizz, what were you most disappointed about the season besides missing playoffs? I'm going not playing some of our rookies like Mo Camara, Jalen Wright, and Patrick McMorris. Yeah, that was pretty upsetting. I'm not gonna lie, Timothy. That was definitely pretty upsetting. I would have to say it's not about making or just about making the playoffs. One of the things that really frustrated me about this season, I kind of already said it. We paid everybody. And then after we paid everybody, it's like everybody forgot how to play. We have a head coach that can't make adjustments. And that's one of the things that I've been harping since okay, I'm gonna ask you guys a question. Everybody that's paying attention. Shout out to everybody watching on Twitter and Twitch. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I got a question for all of you guys before I continue to answer this. When do you think Mike McDaniel's offense was figured out? Please go ahead and tell me. Year one, year two, year three, midway through the season. Like, when do you think Mike McDaniel's offense was figured out? That is one of the biggest, that to me right there is the biggest disappointment. Offense. Third year in the same regime, the same offense, same quarterback, same head coach, and you go from number one offense to dead last. Oh, but Miss Phins, he got injured. I'm sorry, what? You mean he injured himself? Guys, haven't you noticed that every injury Tua has ever had has been his fault? Every single one. Even the sacks that he's taken, 95% of them on him. He walks into the sack, walks out of the pocket and into a different sack, or he holds on to the ball, even though people swear he gets no time in the pocket, and gets sacked and injured. Or he's running through or attempting to run through players when he has no business in doing that. We paid for a broken toy. And then some of us are upset that that toy is not performing to what we wanted. But other people are like, no, it's okay. Give him a chance. He's got at least 3 wheels. You don't even need 4 wheels to really run. 3 wheels will work. And we're like, but we want to be good. We can't win this Hot Wheels, race with only 3 wheels. We need all 4 wheels. But no. What do you mean? What up, Kirby? What up, Lance? Lance says 2.5 years. So it took 2.5 years to figure out this offense, is what you're saying, Lance? Oof. Kirby, it was figured out early, but only good teams could capitalize. Man, Kirby has been shooting from the hip this whole week, man. Shooting from the hip. I agree with you. You want to know when it was figured out? Midway through the first year it was implemented. But to Kirby's point, he's right. Only good teams were able to capitalize. Midway through the first year, midway through, where it was already figured out. What do you mean, Miss Fans? No, it wasn't. Okay, can somebody tell me what games in the first year McDaniel's regime? Come on, you guys should already know this. I know you guys know this. So let's tell it to the class. What games was this offense exposed in year one? There's only really two. A true blazer. For wheels are so overrated. Like, bro, nah. You need four wheels, dude. Thank you. Thank you. See, we have fans that know what they're talking about. San Francisco and Las Vegas. Honestly, probably when we lost to the Bills a few years ago, 55 to like 10, that was annoying. The San Francisco LA Charger game, year one of Mike McDaniel, was embarrassing. It almost felt like you guys remember 8 Mile, right? Eminem and whatever, right? Oh, my palms so sweaty, right? All that. It almost felt like we were going up against Eminem, right? And instead of us really like, oh, let's go ahead and challenge him, blah, 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 and talk about him and whatever. Nah, what did he do? He broke everything down. He broke everything down about himself and us. Insane, dude. And people were like, "Oh, I know they didn't." The Chargers literally put out a 17. This is how much I remember. A 17-minute, almost an 18-minute video breaking down the Miami Dolphins offense that first season. When you're listening to these DBs, the D line, when you're listening to the coach, the defensive coach, the head coach, and the defense, I was like, this can't be real. Did anybody else not see this video? Am I the only one that saw this video? I just couldn't believe it myself. They broke it down. And I'm like, we're cooked, man. We're cooked. I was at that Chargers game. It was very disappointing. Oh my God. I'm telling you. We have to make up things now. What are you talking about, AB? I'm not sure what you're talking about. But, anyways, that San Francisco Chargers game. Every team, all they needed to do was just watch those two games. You have the entire offense figured out. The entire offense figured out. Now, to what, who said it? To what Kirby said earlier, it was figured out early, but only good teams can capitalize. That's true. If you don't have the personnel, you cannot capitalize on this. If you don't have the right defensive scheme, you're not going to be able to capitalize on this. So you only saw really the good teams being able to do this. The the bad teams who didn't have the personnel were so afraid of us burning them on the outside with Tyreek and Waddle and our speed and Tua's deep ball that they rather just play a zone, do cover two, and just keep everything in front of them so they can contain where they're getting beat. But that's when we killed them with the quick slants, the deep ends, uh, the curl routes, the flat, hit them in the flat. When you're dinking and dunking and you're murdering them in those pockets for that right over the linebacker, under the safety, on both opposite side, Tua's gonna kill him every single time. Every single time. And because the bad teams were so scared that they get burned by by us and our guys, they didn't have the safeties or the corners they felt comfortable enough. And you cannot stop both of them because someone else is gonna leak out. like the Durham Smythe or the whenever we line them up in a slot position too. Um, oh my God, River Craycraft, right in the middle. Chung Yar, first down. Let's go. You have to be the one person on earth who is so obsessed and upset that we didn't get Watson. Dude, it might be time. I get it. We didn't get Watson. I know you're upset we didn't get Watson. But I think it's time for you to let him go, dude. I think it's time for you to let him go. Steve said, but we beat the Rams. Yeah, we did beat the Rams. But were they healthy when we beat them? Because I'm pretty sure not Puka Nakua, Cooper Cup wasn't there. We definitely focused on the run game because Kyron Williams didn't do jack versus us. They pretty much only had Puka Nakua, and he was already dinged up. But we were able to execute in defense. And thankful offense was able to put up 15 points for us to win. That was a defensive win, ladies and gentlemen, because we were able to stop them in defense. That's why. That's why. But taking a look at this, are we ever going to be able to win? No, because we don't have a quarterback who. No, no, let me put it this way. We have a quarterback that gets protected, overwhelmingly protected, to the point that you're like, why do they have to? Why is it that? Why do they have to protect multiple things? Why do they have to protect Tua's feelings? Oh, don't get a backup quarterback that's a veteran that could they could win his spot. Does this man not have personal pride, or I don't know? Does he not believe in himself? Imagine being told every day that you're not good. Imagine being told that you suck. You're gonna start believing it. But then imagine, someone else tells you, hey, you're perfect for this. You're good. Really? 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 Somebody has a very small ego because not being able to withstand adversity or overcome objections, that is a life skill, ladies and gentlemen. Every animal in the animal kingdom has to go through this. Whether you're a baby bird or a giraffe or a doe. Baby deer, in case you're wondering what a doe is. Bambi, there you go. Every animal in the animal kingdom has to go through this, including us. Like, and you can't handle people telling you you're not good. I'm just so over it right now that it's like, what? Why continue with this? Why? It just makes no sense to me. I got a few minutes real quick. I'm gonna drop the link if anybody wants to come up here and tell me, do you agree? Do you not agree? It just seems like this man has such a small ego, fragile ego, no real self confidence. Because even if people are telling you you suck, okay, cool. Next, I'm gonna prove to you. Like what happened to I'm gonna prove to you that you're wrong. Like, where's the personal pride? This man has been given every single one of his positions every time. Since high school, guys. I know this because I know someone who actually knew his family when he was growing up. His whole career has been, oh my God. Okay. Side note, my brothers have made me watch this show, which is ridiculous. But let me just put it this way. I don't want to say the show itself, but let's just say one of the main characters, super powerful, right? But super weak minded. I mean, super weak minded. Very powerful dude. I mean, super powerful, but very weak minded. When all you do is coddle and protect somebody, they will never learn adversity, and life will teach them. This man has been given the starting position everywhere. That's not true. In Alabama, he didn't start. He was a backup, and he came in and threw one play, one ball, won it. But then when you know what, we should have known this. Look at his career. Whenever he played top 25 schools, he never was good. But the Eastern Carolina University schools, the Middle Tennessee University, the North Dakota State University, like the super tiny schools, this man has blown them out by 60. Okay, cool. The Carolina Panthers, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Lions back then when they were not good, the Bears when they were not that good. It's the same thing. But when you're playing against Georgia or Clemson or LSU, where you at? Hmm? Aquavision, you say nonsense. You saw him throw 400 yards versus Clemson. Did they win by any chance? If they did, okay, cool. One game. The exception. We'll call it the Cowboys game. Which technically he didn't even do nothing then, but okay. Hello, Dolphin. How you doing, man?
Hey, good morning, Miss Phins. Oh my
Morning.
goodness. You know
I
what?
just
I
had to get it off
love.
my chest. When I saw this, man, it just triggered me, man. I was just like, this can't be real. This can't be real life. And it is, apparently.
It's real. So yeah, and I didn't come up here to disparage Tua. So I know there's a lot of lovers of Tua out there, but and I do. I like the guy. He's cool.
As a
Awesome
person, I like
story.
him. But
Yes.
as a football player, he
No.
is very disappointing.
Well, I think Dolphins Nation is pretty much like, hey, I'm tired of this whole experience. Because I mean, he may have these accurate passes that dazzle us, but for the long haul, I mean, is there a quarterback in the league right now that you wouldn't trade Tua for? I mean,
I don't know. There's some that I actually wouldn't. Like, I would
well,
actually
okay,
take Tua
maybe
because he has the experience now. You see what I mean?
okay, but
See,
that's a
I'm not
short
willing to
list.
go all that extreme. There are some guys I wouldn't trade over Tua
Mm,
because he's got the experience. I'm all about the experience, but
all right, but I would even trade with Pittsburgh for Russell Wilson's contract, even.
you think
Or
so?
oh yeah, dude. I mean, okay, look at what about Bo Nix? What about Drake May? Look at all those guys that were
Joe
available
Milton.
to Milton. Thank you. We could
My
have
dad
gotten him in the
loves Joe
late round.
Milton. He
Yes.
loves Joe Milton.
Yes. I mean
That's a
that's a
good one.
baby Lamar right there. Um
Could be, honestly.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a lot of QBs out there that we could have drafted late, even like Bo Nix, because I know Denver jumped up to get him. But I was pounding
Mhm.
the table for him last year, remember?
I remember.
And
It,
so
it just gets frustrating to a point where you're like, we want to win. See, people think that I care who gets us there. I don't care who gets us there.
No.
Listen, if it's Tua, thank God, that's awesome. I'm so happy. I'm thrilled.
And maybe with
But
an offensive line, he could do it. Maybe.
maybe. But I'm like, this is year three, and now it's like now it's becoming like, what else? What else can we possibly do when this man has shown you year by year he cannot stay on the field?
And I'll leave one caveat out there. Maybe it's not Tua. Maybe it's McD calling these wild screenplays.
Ooh, you, dude,
So
I'm
I
not even gonna
don't
argue with you on that one. I'm
I
not
don't
even gonna
know.
argue with you.
Yeah.
McDaniel, that's why I asked that question. When do you think it got figured out? Because, excuse me, in my opinion, this puppy got figured out that
Well,
first year.
part of it was arm strength because they can play the box and they can undercut routes because they're not afraid of the deep ball. And if they get to him fast enough, which they're doing with that offensive line, they can. That's easy money for the defense to play us right now.
Yeah,
So,
I,
and he's not mobile. So,
that's look. I can deal with a quarterback not being mobile because you can adjust the scheme to what his skill set is at. What
mhm.
I don't like about our head coach is that he's not able to make adjustments in game. A and B, he's not able to make adjustments throughout the week whenever Tua does go down in order to get our backups to at least be comparable. He's
Facts.
putting them in horrible positions because he'll take our backups and try to put them in to Tua's playbook.
Yeah, and I get it. He wants to simplify things. Maybe it's complex. I don't know, but yeah, we don't need all these motions running around. The defense has figured out, hey, we'll just stay right here and let them run crazy, and we'll still beat them.
That and it's like, are we not tired? It's like you can't talk about other quarterbacks or bring in real quarterback competition. Like I have you ever seen a quarterback get this kind of treatment that you can't bring nobody because oh you don't want to mess with his confidence.
Don't want to hurt his feelings.
Is that I mean,
My boss don't do that to me. I'll just say that.
and you ain't getting. I mean, I don't know your situation, but I don't think you're getting paid $67 million or like or
Mm-mm.
160, right?
Mm-mm. My boss will be the first to tell you it's a young man's game out there. You don't want
So
to do
it's
it. Yeah.
seriously. So it's like, come on, man. Like, are we really going to continue this? That's the part that gets frustrating because it's like you would think, you would think, um, you would think that it'd be something that we should be okay with, but at this point, I just can't no more, man. It's just frustrating. It is so frustrating. It really is.
Well, I think they're making some bold moves, and I hope there's substance behind it. Like the Welker, everybody's all up in arms. Oh, we got rid of Welker, but truth be known, I mean those receivers were dropping balls and running the wrong routes. Uh, you know, even Coach MJ wasn't a good idea. So I mean, some ex players are just not good coaches, and I think that
Ah,
may be the case with Wes. Much as I love
so
him as a Dolphin, but
that's on player execution.
well, that
And
falls back to
and
the coach. Yeah.
yeah, but are you gonna put it on the wide receivers coach or are you gonna put it on the head coach who literally is letting everybody do whatever they want? What up, Billy?
Mm.
What's up, Vamos Gatos? Sal, welcome.
Good morning, fellas.
Good morning,
Good
Timothy
morning.
Lance. Welcome,
Good
guys.
morning. Good morning. How y'all doing?
Good, good, good.
Morning, morning.
Always
You
good to
tell
Question
see
for
you.
you
me.
guys. Question for you guys.
Go
All
ahead.
right.
Go ahead.
Chris Greer was talking about some top flight quarterback. So, with that being said, because the free agent market, let's be real, I don't think we're gonna find a top flight backup in a free agent market. In a free agent market. So, do we trade for one and still draft one, or do we just draft one?
Draft one. That's my opinion.
Draft one.
Yeah, yeah, I know, still draft one, but do you do both?
Hmm.
I,
Not
I
me.
mean, like
I'm going to
what I
develop.
want.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, that's going to say not me. I want to develop one, get one in the system right now, like a Bo Nix, because we know what we're going to get with a Joe Flacco or whatnot. Yeah, you know, I say we draft one, but that's my 2 cents. Go ahead. Sorry, bud.
No, you're all good. I get yelled at for this, but I say go if Rogers is available, go get Rogers, and then get our quarterback, whether it's Ward, Sanders, or
Don't
I
say
was
his
look,
name. Don't say his
no,
name.
no, no. Well, that's next year. I'm saying for
Okay,
like
good.
this year.
I don't want
But
to jinx it.
I'm
Okay.
saying if we did get one this year, I like Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, you gotta continue to try to find a guy. At the end of the day, until like the Chiefs didn't know who they had in Mahomes. They just drafted him, put him behind, Alex Smith. Then gave him an opportunity when Smith was injured. Okay, what do you got, kid? Boom. Okay, so we see what we got with our guy. Let's go. Let's continue. As much as people want to crap on Tua, which it sounds like I am, but I'm not. The main issue is that he lacks his availability. And on top of that, too, the minute that we got him because we tanked for Tua, it's like the organization said, oh, we can't no longer look at anyone else. Like, what? You're supposed to be trying to go for a Super Bowl. Who cares who you draft? Everybody's upgradable.
Well, that goes
Like,
back to the problem of Ross. He wants the money. He doesn't care about Super Bowls. Tua brings in money.
I kind of disagree because Ross kind of do attempt to bring in talent though. It might not pan out, but he do try to bring in talent.
Yeah, he wants to win. I can tell that, but yeah.
Well, he brings in the flashy guys. Tua was flashy.
But is it his fault it don't pan
Tyreek,
out?
no, it doesn't pan out.
I mean, no, but I'm saying, is it his fault it don't work?
Is what?
Is it
Is it
his
his
fault?
fault?
Yeah. Sorry, bud.
is it his fault that it doesn't work out?
I mean,
Yes, because he
that's
stops
yeah.
trying to get people. That's the point. You have to
For the amount of
continue to.
money. Sorry, go ahead.
No, no, no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
For the amount of money that we spend on these flashy players, we can get one almost as talented. And I think we'll be good.
Well, we lost Ray.
Tyreek's not the end all be all receiver. No receiver is.
I
You
would trade
can
Tariq too.
literally, you can literally find a receiver anywhere. I don't understand people's obsession with having to have a guy in the first round. How many great receivers have been got? Forget the second round, third, fourth, fifth round.
Malik
Facts.
Receivers are
Washington.
Uh,
in
I
every
mean,
single draft, bro.
I mean, look at all the teams that are in the playoffs. How many top five receivers are in there? What one just got knocked out
Yeah, I was
last
gonna say
night.
JJ. Uh,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and then you look at
Uh,
the later rounds. We got Restrepo. We got a Gadsden with definite Miami connections. I mean, it's possible to move off of him too.
you don't.
yeah,
You're right. If we, it's like we had a plan, and we said, "Screw it, Tyreek's available." It was almost like, you know what? When you get an opportunity to get a talent like that, do you go for it? 90% of the time, the answer is yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
However,
because he
if you
brings in
have a
money.
set plan, if you have a set plan, you're able to go ahead and live without him, because the $30 million that we paid him, right, per year,
Hmm.
that's a backup, maybe a backup left tackle that we could have gotten picked up, a backup center that we could have paid. You could have at least gotten three linemen. Let's let's out of that, you could have at least gotten three linemen, if not two players. You could have gotten for his money.
The Chiefs seem to be doing okay without him.
And if you there was, I just saw this video and I couldn't even believe this. Do you know who said this? If I can't find a way to survive, me and my family, living for the rest of our lives with $60 million, I've got a bigger problem. Do you guys know who said that?
That
Tua
sounds familiar. I can't.
Yeah, Tyreek.
What
was it?
was it?
No.
Okay.
Tyreek or Tua?
Tom Brady said that when they offered
Tom
him
Brady.
six
Right.
years, $60 million
Oh,
dollars. 6 years, $60 million contract. He said, I'd
Yeah.
rather get rings. I want to have a team around me. $10 million a year, 6 years, $60 million. How many Super Bowls did he win, guys? I forget. I think personally nobody will ever get to where he's gotten,
I don't
because
know.
if you
Mahomes might be on
because
his way.
they're not willing, nah, they're not willing to do what he's willing to do it. But the only
Right.
team that's closest definitely is Kansas City. Kansas City. That's bar
You see
none.
that
Kansas
was
City.
my thought process. Like as far as like getting Rodgers is have somebody have him train somebody. You know what I mean? Have
like
that
McDaniels,
knowledge.
like McDaniels, because
Yeah, he could
Rogers.
he, he,
Yeah,
he could tell McDaniel's what to do.
exactly. He's an OC
You know,
basically on the field.
yeah. Everybody. I mean, outside. Like Rogers' personality and all that. I don't really care. It's what he brings to the game.
Yeah.
His
Absolutely.
knowledge. Now, if you go
Hey,
get
fellas.
a quarterback this year in the draft and get Rodgers, Rodgers could like frame this guy into something great the whole year.
Hey, fellas. My bad. I gotta go back to work, but it was great hopping off hanging with y'all. I hope y'all have a great morning and enjoy y'all
Thank you,
day.
Timothy.
Right back
All
Appreciate
at
right.
you,
you, man,
man.
coming
Right
through,
back at
man.
you,
Thank you
Tim.
so much. But I mean, I think you guys are not wrong. You know, I get it. Maybe a young head coach, it might be hard for him to feel comfortable and really putting his 2 cents into it, but it's got to be his his offense there.
Yeah, and we're
And
also
if
in
he
danger.
doesn't establish that, like,
Yeah, sorry.
And in
no,
some
you're
ways, I
good.
feel like our organization deserves what they got. Personally, we should have never gotten Tua. Period. If they did their homework on him, I don't.
Well, remember Lance
We
when
got we
when
got
when
screwed
he
by COVID,
interviewed.
man.
Well, yeah, when he interviewed with the Dolphins, remember, and they said, "Well, how did it go? How did it go?" And he's like, "I don't know," because we really weren't on him. We were like, if we gotta, remember?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, you never draft an injured player with your first pick,
Not fifth
especially in the top
overall.
five, especially not fifth. That's just plain dumb. I don't
Yeah,
like that's a fireable offense right there. Period.
malpractice,
Yeah,
Super malpractice.
especially when you had Herbert and Love on the board.
healthy guys.
Right. And I'm not saying Herbert's an elite player. Kind of like Tua, he has elite parts,
You know what it was? It was FOMO, man. We were fear of missing out. Oh gosh, you
Yeah.
passed over Tua. You
But you
know,
know
Yeah,
what?
but
It's
like I
not
said,
even that we drafted him. Let's say we still draft him, right? At fifth, we didn't just take that L. We took another L when we stopped with the game plan that Flores had with him. Let's establish defense, special teams, then we'll focus on the offense. And
hmm
we'll give him time
right?
to develop, and we'll be able to go ahead and get and figure that part out.
Yeah, you
But
got
that
to.
was
I
so
mean,
short. Now we had to restart everything with these fancy new toys to try to make it expedite that. Where we truly failed was this offseason when we paid him. You could have drafted him or whatever, but we should have never paid him. We picked up his fifth year option. That's all we
uh,
needed to do, and that's it.
you know,
But we
even last year when Tua played his first, you know, full year, we were up what 2 games, 3 games,
yeah.
and he choked. He choked.
3 games with 5 games. We were
He,
up three
uh,
games with 5 games
three
left.
games. Unbelievable. How do you not like? I don't understand this. Yeah, he wins games. Great, he wins games. But what good is it if he can't get you the into the Super Bowl or deep
Good
into the
morning, friends.
playoffs?
I say win games is debatable. Oh, what's up, Mr.
Uh,
Paul? Is that Mr. Paul?
Yes, it is. Good,
winning
Oh,
games
that's not
is
Mr. Polk. Sorry,
is
sir.
oh, Mr. Pulp, what's up?
good morning, Miss Friends. Good morning. Oh, Dolphin Don is up. Yeah, this is my first time being in the panel with him. Good morning,
Hey,
Lance. How you
Let me
doing?
get everybody's
All
names
right, my
here. Go
brother.
ahead, guys.
No, well, here's the thing. I'm gonna say this. Flores really knew what Tua was or is and what have you. The thing is, we just didn't pay him no attention. We got rid of him, and just like Miss Vince was saying earlier, he was setting up. Um, he was trying to set up a good team for us, and we got rid of him. Then let's speed up. We bring in McDaniel's. McDaniel's main purpose was to come in, boost up Tua, and put everything around Tua to sort of make up for his shortcomings and what have you. But the thing is, when here we are today, we're looking at the situation that has failed. Okay, we looking at a situation that has failed. Now, I'm not trashing Tua. I'm not saying Tua is trash. Tua is not the quarterback that we thought
Need.
he could be, and he's not. And unfortunately, I hate to say it, he's not going to be that quarterback because he's had enough time and opportunities to do so. And then also too, we pour. See, here's the mistake we made. We poured too much of our resources into Tua. We to the point where without Tua, our offense wasn't working well. So we bring in we had Skylar Thompson, Tyler Hunt. We bring those guys into a system that only pretty much works for Tua. It's not gonna work. It didn't work for Skylar. It didn't work for Tyler Huntley. Now I'm gonna say something else. That's what hurt us because who knows how Skylar Thompson could have turned out? Who knows how Tyler Huntley could have turned out? Now the thing that's in common with those two quarterbacks is that they're dual threat quarterbacks because both Skylar and Tyler can run and they can throw the ball. Okay, and whatever. So that was our mistake. And then the other, just like you said, Miss Finn, we should have did the 5th year option on tour. The 5th year option because when we signed him, I said, "Oh my goodness,
huge
that
mistake.
was a big mistake.
Yep.
We
That
should
was
have
a
just
big
done the
mistake."
5th year option. That's
The
it.
5th year option because we just like y'all said, we brought in a quarterback that was already injured. Now I'm not gonna lie, I was on whip tour because I watched a little bit of Alabama, but I should have, this is why sometimes we have to learn that when we bring players onto our team, don't get so obsessed with that player.
Enamored.
Right, exactly. Because when you do, then nobody can say nothing wrong about that player. But Flores already knew what type of player Tua was. He knew.
Hmm.
There's some other ones that knew too, because um, if I'm not mistaken, we had Jim Caldwell with us that also, and he was working with Fitzpatrick when we had Fitzpatrick and Tua. And he left because I think he left because he seen the writing on the wall also. And we sat Tua down the first season until they said, okay, well, let's put him in there. Flores didn't want to put him in there, but they said they wanted to put him in there and what have you. But like I said, we made a lot of mistakes. Now, as far as moving forward go, um, if we're able to get a quarterback and what have you, you need to develop, you need to work with that quarterback according to the skill set. And then whatever other quarterbacks you have on your roster, you do the same thing. Don't just pour all your resources into one to the point where if that quarterback goes down, you're stuck. Because why? It's not just the quarterback, but the offense runs according to the skill set of that quarterback. The whole offense.
Well, yeah, I mean, like our first, Tua's first offensive coordinator got booted because Tua couldn't do the plays.
Hmm.
Gilly.
He
Yeah.
said it was too hard.
And you know,
He wasn't comprehending it. I forgot his name.
Chan Gailey.
Fran
Can't get
Gailey.
yeah,
Which is hilarious because didn't Tua also say this man needs to stop? Did he also say, "Oh, this is much easier than I thought it would be"? The week after gets destroyed. I don't
yeah, and
understand
then
this
you
shit.
got to
Like,
yeah. You can't make this up.
Well, I want to apologize because I kind of came in hard on him. But
oh, don't apologize. It
I'm
is
done with this whole
warranted.
experiment.
Came in
Yeah,
hard on who?
It's warranted.
Apologize
on,
is a sign of weakness.
on
Dolphin
Tua.
John, look at this. Bo Nix, a rookie, dealing with a spinal fracture, three spinal fractures, and our guy can't even make or slide. He
Hmm.
can't. What you're not supposed to be developing really. You're supposed to be adjusting your skill set to the NFL speed.
Hmm. Hmm.
You're not supposed to be fully developing in the NFL. You're
That's
supposed to
what I
be
say.
honing in to your skill set and
Yep.
adjusting it to the NFL, but you're not supposed to be developing in the sense of, oh, I'm going to spend an entire offseason learning how to do jujitsu so I know how to fall. I'm sorry, don't Pee Wee players learn how to do that in Pee Wee? When the helmets are bigger than their bodies? Oh my God, they're so cute at that age. Like, I mean, they are. It's like their heads are literally like they learn that in preschool.
Yeah.
Why is it that you have to now learn how to slide? You have to take an entire all season to learn how to slide, which is a it's not something that's brand new. Quarterbacks have been doing it for the last 10 years since the rule changed.
Well, and this is
So
the other problem
It's fundamental.
with with
Yeah.
with
thank you.
Yeah, you
with
just said it.
Alabama. He didn't have to because he had like every guy on that team was just about an elite player.
Which is why I do not
Oh, hey,
agree drafting
preach
any quarterback
Right.
preach
from
to the
Eh,
choir,
Alabama
exactly.
when they
Exactly.
have
preaching to the choir.
first
We
round
are
O
so
line,
done with that.
first round wide receivers, first round defensive tackles and defense. Get the heck out of here. That's not a good quarterback. Oh my God, look at how open. Look at those. Oh, they're not as open as you know what? Half a yard is NFL open, homie. If you can get it in that tight window, if you can get that ball in that basket,
Mm.
And we
someone
like
lied to you. Someone
our
lied to you.
quarterback can't even do a quarterback sneak.
Nope.
Uh,
Oh,
Yeah, but
that's
you
a
know what
risk.
makes it worse?
That's a risk.
Our head coach can't
Two.
even do. I call it the wildcat. I'll
Yeah.
sneak.
Uh,
Can we?
Mm.
I don't know. Maybe
No.
put in Alec Ingold or one of our tight ends or any. Let's put in a freaking lineman with linemen behind him. We can't do none of that, right?
Too dangerous.
Mm-mm.
Magic. But wait a minute. But it's not even Tua doing it. It's someone else getting the ball. Like
But
I was like, what?
No,
Three, fourth and one, fourth and half a yard. I'm like, we can't even trust. If you can't get inches in the NFL, you do not belong there.
And us as
You
fans,
mean
we're
to
biting
tell
our
me he can get
fingernails.
no one else in this team
Yeah.
to run that sneak? Who cares if the other team knows it? Everybody knows that the Philadelphia Eagles are doing the tush push.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And yet they still do it. I
Yeah.
wonder why. Because it works.
That's
Like,
it.
I just saw a play where I was like, man, that was a good sneak play. The quarterback was off the ball, and I think it was their fullback that came in from like a tackle position and then literally right before the snap motion in right behind the center and pushed through.
Oh
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
genius.
yeah, yeah,
We
Hmm.
can
yeah,
run the. What
yeah.
happened to everybody crowned him Mac genius? I was like, guys, hold your horses. Can this man at least coach one game in NFL before you call him all that? You can't even come up with a wildcat sneak to get 2 yards, to get one half a yard. Like,
Nope.
I just can't.
Nope.
Yeah.
And this is why Tua. Can we win with our quarterbacks? The answer is no,
No.
because we have Mike McDaniel who does not know how to make adjustments.
Exactly. Exactly.
I,
And
I,
Dalton
I,
Trump.
I'm just glad that they well Texans did. Trevor Lawrence didn't do that to Tua. That
What do you
hit,
mean?
That hit. No, not
that
no.
that hit
Trevor
to
Oh,
Lawrence.
Trevor. If that would have been Tua, I think he'd still be in the hospital right now.
he'd still be in the hospital.
Yeah. And Dolphin Dunn, you want to coming down too hard on too, because if you really look at some of the quarterbacks that came out the same year he came out, they're doing well. Plus, you got younger quarterbacks coming in and hitting the ground already. And
Hmm.
I know that all quarterbacks are not the same. You got young quarterbacks that's coming in and hitting the ground already, and we're still dealing with ours.
Struggling with
We
Tua.
still
We still
right.
got training wheels on. Yeah.
Exactly.
You know
You
what?
know
I
that I
can't
Exactly.
mean,
even.
like who I think this Jackson Dart's going to be one of those sleepers. Hey,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I may be wrong, but he's not bad, man. He's not afraid to run. He will run on you
Oh, he'll
if
run.
he has
In
to.
fact, I'm gonna tell you something else, Lance. Just by you saying that, last night I was watching a replay of the game with Ole Miss and Duke, and
Yeah,
man, this guy will
it,
run
it,
you
it,
over. He's not scared to run that ball.
See,
He
yeah.
can throw the ball
he
and he
he
can
he
run it.
Josh
he
Allen
might
type.
be the
Yeah.
Josh Allen.
Yeah, he'll run you over, man. I know. I got to see it. I got to get look at his what his stature is, because Josh Allen,
They're
if
not
I'm not
bad.
mistaken, 6'5". No, it's not bad. It's not bad. But I'm telling you, that guy will run you over, and he's tough because he took some hits,
Yeah,
but he
dude.
stayed in there and he kept going.
You see all the blood on his face in that one game.
I
He
don't know if
cracked
this
his
was the
nose or cracked the top of his forehead somehow. But he was all his face was all bloody. He was wiping it. He just went right back out and played.
You can't make this up, man.
mm-mm, mm-mm.
It
So
gets, at one point, it just gets disappointing because I don't want to be, guys, I don't want to be, honestly, I'd hate to be the Cowboys right now. The Cowboys are almost
mm,
always there, but they're not. You know what I mean? I don't want that either. But I
mm,
would
But
like to have an opportunity where I don't have to worry about my quarterback not being able to be in a game because he all of a sudden doesn't know how to slide and is out for 6 more weeks. He's turning into Teron Armstead who can't stay on the
yeah,
field.
and
And
we
it's
keep paying
too
him,
but
expensive.
right,
Exactly.
and
It's
we keep
too
paying him.
expensive for us to be dealing with that. And
right, and
that's
just
what people don't get. Now, hey, shout out to ABAB. I want to say a special shout out to him. He made one point that I actually agree with. All these people crying about the Dolphins and y'all still attending games. It's your fault. Don't buy tickets. You're right,
Hey,
bro.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I
I
have
mean, I don't.
no
I,
argument with that. Zero
mhm,
argument. You are
yeah,
1 1,000% right, dude.
Yeah, that's
A
true.
thousand percent
But
right.
now that you mentioned the Dallas Cowboys, if I'm not mistaken, Jerry Jones already got rid of the head coach, and he's actually trying to talk to Deion
Deion
Sanders
Sanders.
to
Dude,
come to be the
it's
coach.
funny
But
because I
see,
kind of called it months ago,
hmm
Yeah,
but I was like, it would be kind of funny if
sense.
they did end up, because they'd need
Oh,
a head coach. So,
right,
yeah,
and see that's the
it's
thing
going to
about
happen,
Jerry.
and he's bringing his son over. It's going to be part of the deal.
oh, he's gonna bring both sons. You don't think he's
Mhm.
gonna draft both of
Yeah,
his sons?
yeah.
He bring
Which
both
you
Which
know
sons,
I
what?
think is bad
and,
optics for
and
me.
may
Yeah,
even bring Hunter with him if he can. If
nah,
he
Who?
he's
can,
not gonna. They're not gonna have the
Nah,
you
draft
know,
stock to
they're
be
not
able
going
to
to
do
have
that.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just don't have the draft stock period to do that. That'd be too much. It costs too much, and they don't have it. That's a problem. So
They
it's not
might be
like
able to
they
get
will.
that running back, that
But
Janetti or
oh,
whatever.
Genty, you mean Genty?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they might be
somebody,
able to get him because he's falling
Mhm.
back.
you
He's
talking about
falling back hard.
Genty,
one
The
from
Heisman,
Boise State.
yeah, the
Boise
Boise
State, right?
State guy,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
because
Where
he's
we got
falling
So
J,
back.
where we got J from.
it's gonna be very interesting to see this draft. I personally don't like it. I just get annoyed because I get disappointed by the draft. That's why I don't even like. I can't stand even talking about it because it's like we're never gonna get these guys because I don't
No,
trust my front office to do it, right?
Me neither.
But
Kirby,
then
I
if you
mean,
look
Kirby had a
at
good
this
point
guy,
there. Yeah, if we do draft a quarterback, let's make sure he's at least 6'4". So, somebody
so
who's
you can see
tall
him.
and thick. Yeah,
hey, Dart's like
Yeah,
I think Dart is
that's
six
funny.
two. Dart's
That's
like
funny, dude.
yeah. Somebody
Yeah,
that can take a hit. That's all
and
I'm.
yeah,
and two, he's
daughter
like
6'2".
235 pounds.
That's funny. That's funny.
I can't
Because
read
I
it.
take
I,
I take a look at the QB from Ohio State, Will Howard, for a late
nah,
pick. Honestly, I don't know at this point, but
nah.
because I have to do my and whatever. But
So,
for me personally, I just want to have somebody that I know I can have for more than just 10 weeks. I cannot have someone that I cannot rely on
Mhm.
and be
uh,
missing literally like a third or if a quarter to a third of the season. You cannot afford that with the most important position in any team, which is the quarterback. You cannot afford that. You can't. You just can't. And
uh,
that's where we're at right now. We have no
I,
money,
I,
and we're
yeah,
stuck
I
with
want three quarterbacks. If you can't get any of those three, and I'm not signing one in free agent. See,
It's
you
just like
know,
any other
uh, uh,
position, man. You keep
yeah,
drafting until you get your guy.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
Uh,
just said
uh,
it, Dolphin.
you know,
That's it.
Ward, Sanders, or Dart. You know, I'm good with any of those three. And
Fans
bro, we
Dart,
salad
ain't
this
gonna get
year.
not one of them. We're not getting
You
not
know,
one of them.
there's
We
no,
another
don't have
one
the
out there.
capital for it.
The Indiana quarterback got Curtis. What's his last name?
I don't know.
I know who you're
I
talking
forgot.
about, but
Yeah,
Hey,
but
yeah,
he
I got to
but
see it.
Mahomes is six
he's
two,
got
but
some
he can
issues.
scramble. Mahomes can scramble. That's the difference. Tua cannot. So you got to be a tall quarterback to be able to go ahead and see it if you cannot
Mhm.
scramble.
You
And
know, and
Now,
him.
you say
Mahomes takes
Mahomes? Somebody
hits.
said Mahomes is 6'2".
Oh, I don't know how tall he
I don't
is.
I
know,
thought
but he says he's 6'2".
He can take
somebody
Kirby,
hits.
just said he's 6'2" in the
shh,
comment.
Kirby, we're not mentioning his name. We
Yeah,
do
that's
not
AB
want to
AB.
jinx that.
You know what? And
Okay,
No.
Jaden Daniels. You know what? I have to retract that because Jaden Daniels is not a huge dude. But man, he can play. So I
Hey,
think we
I'm
just
very disappointed in my Florida team because I'm a Florida girl, so I will always ride for Florida teams. But I'm so upset at man, Tampa. What you doing? I had one team to root for. Now I'm stuck rooting for someone else. Like the Lions, always
that's
been
it.
my pick to win it, but still, them or Ravens, that will be the perfect Super Bowl. Nobody wants to see the Bills in the Super Bowl because if the Bills make it to the Super Bowl, I guarantee you Somehow, some way, the league will gift them the Super Bowl.
I agree.
Somehow, somewhere.
I agree.
Yeah.
Not if they're playing the Lions.
Who
Everybody
am I?
loves the
Who
Lions,
am
man.
I? Who am I?
Hmm.
Huh?
Oh yeah, shout out to JC. He was the only one picking the Rams yesterday. Speaking of Bills fans, man,
Yeah.
that was a
Hey,
Hey,
that was a great
and,
call.
Ormar picked the Rams too. You know,
Yeah, I didn't see it. I did not.
I
I
didn't
don't know
see
who
it at
surprised
all.
me more. Yeah.
no, I
At
went with the
all.
defense and I picked them too.
I
I
think
The
they
picked the
lost
Vikings.
momentum. I think they lost momentum when they what was it that fumbled that Rams did,
yeah, that's sad. That's
and they
six I
didn't
went for
give it to
six.
them.
That's
That was
six
some BS right
Yeah,
there.
that one was ridiculous.
And they, I mean,
Yeah,
if anything, that should have been intentional grounding.
yeah, that's in the grass, something like that, man.
So, but that was a fumble, man. That hey, and I was so mad. I was
But
like, how do
but
you
not.
not call that?
Because you cannot go by the whole tuck rule because his hand went like this. That's not a forward pass. That is a natural movement from him getting sacked. So
Well, the
at
refs
the end
called
of
it a
the day,
fumble. Yeah, that's the NFL that said, that's a pass.
But also the Vikings couldn't get their offense um up and
Oh,
running.
yeah.
That
I
no,
was
mean,
that
that
it was shut
there's
down.
only so much.
JJ, this is like the worst game he's had.
Um, People want to talk about how Vikings defense it sucked. I'm like, there's only so much
Mm-mm,
a team
mm-mm.
can do, a defense can do when you're playing. I'm gonna take a look at this. When
No,
you're playing as
mm,
long as you're playing, there's only so much a defense can do being on the field for that long.
right.
But even then, it's not just the amount of times that they're on there, it's the amount of time and the intensity that you have to play as a defense. You mean to tell me you think that teams can just all of a sudden survive? Now it looks like the time of possession was what 32 minutes to 27 minutes for the Rams. So the Vikings defense was there for 27 minutes, right? But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Eh,
Okay. Well, I'm actually gonna skedaddle here,
mhm.
but I wanted to go ahead and get you guys' final thoughts real quick before you guys go. What did you think overall? Do you agree that we can win, or do you think we can't win with our quarterbacks? Like, do you agree with my point of we cannot continue or win with Tua's um in availability? Like, what do
I,
you guys think?
um, I think that, like I said, we have seen tours so-called what they call high ceiling, and even though I'm not sure what's going to happen, but even though we have to go with them for now, I just don't see us. I just see us winning a few games, and that's about it. I don't see us getting past the playoff. It's not that I don't want us to, but I don't see us doing that with him, and I don't see us doing it with the offense being schemed around him because we've already been figured out. So if we start the new season with Tua in the same type of offense, I don't see us doing much because these teams already know how um, to deal with us. So unless we get a hit on one of the quarterbacks out of college, or if in free agency, which I doubt, I just don't see. I just don't see no change. I'm sorry, I just don't. The defense they're doing. They can, and I'm gonna make one comment, and then I'm gonna land. When it comes down to defense, uh, we've had the right coordinators, Flores, Fangio. Right now we you can have a good defense, but you got to remember there are teams that you're going to play that's going to outplay you, just like what happened with the Vikings. They just got outplayed. And well, no, I'm not going to say outplayed. Yeah, outplayed, and like I said, the offense weren't clicking yesterday. So it happens with the best. So no, I just don't. You know, and I love my dogs, always will. I don't see. us doing well with the going to the next season with the same thing. I just don't. And thanks for having me on the panel, Miss Fan. And hit the like
Appreciate
button,
you.
y'all, and uh, subscribe, please.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Uh Mr. Dolphin Don, sir.
Yo, what's up? What's up?
Talk to
So,
me. Give me your final thoughts before we close this puppy out.
um, it's not popular moving off from a quarterback, and it's not going to happen next year because of the salary cap, or what we owe to a. But it's definitely time to entertain that. And I just hope that we get a quarterback in the draft at some point. And also, there's some other players that I'm hoping we're getting, but I hope we address the O line and D line. So that's my hopes. Fins up. You
I
always
love
have
that,
an
man.
awesome show, and I appreciate you.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you too. You have a great rest of your day. And
Right
thank
back
you for
at you.
coming through and supporting, man, all the time. Appreciate you so much. See ya.
Right back at you. Fins up.
Fins up. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. It's today's show. I had something else to talk about. Tomorrow is our AFC East show, like we always do in the morning, and then League Wide Wednesday at night with myself and color commentary. I gotta talk to my, you know, my co-host real quick. But even if he doesn't show up, we'll still be here, guys. We're gonna discuss uh, um, the entire league so far. Any changes and all that good stuff. We're gonna bring it to you guys tomorrow night for the what do you call it, for League Wide Wednesday. So come check that out. That'll be tomorrow night. Every Wednesday, till the season's over, guys. We will be here. And then obviously when the season is and then tomorrow morning we will have, like we always do, we'll have our AFC East show. So come check that out. That'll be tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Tomorrow morning we're gonna go over the Bills game in this playoffs for wildcard weekend, and then give you some updates from the other AFC East teams as well, coaches, searches, and all that stuff. So come check that out. It's a lot of fun, guys. But I appreciate you so much for coming through, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already. We're trying to get to 50 likes, guys. Thank you so much. Shout out to everybody watching on Twitter and Twitch. You guys are the best. If you haven't done so already, please come over here to YouTube. Click the link on my bio. Come over here to YouTube. It'll take you directly to here. And you can go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 2,000 subs before the Super Bowl. So we have literally less than a month. So help us out. I think right now we are, what, like 480 people left to go. And I have a feeling we can do it. So let's make it happen, guys. Appreciate y'all so much for coming through. Um, again, it's yes, yes. See you later, Kirby. Again, it's Miss Fins. I'm Miss Fins. Appreciate everybody for being here. Hit that like button, like and subscribe so much, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And to be honest with you, my final thought here when it comes to Tua Tagovailoa is we paid him. We blessed him and his family, number one, by drafting him. Because I'm still of the thought that had we not drafted him, he would have been Bo Callahan. He would have dropped out of the top 10, in my opinion, just like Bo Callahan almost did. And if you don't know what I'm talking about the movie Draft Day with Kevin Costner. Go check it out. Awesome movie, right? So we blessed him first by getting him fifth overall. Then we blessed him again by picking up his fifth year option. We blessed him again by giving him a coach that he wanted and weapons he wanted. And now we finally blessed him even more by guaranteeing him $93 million. Ladies and gentlemen, Tua Tagovailoa has made over $140 million in the NFL. He's already made 53 million. Well, with his rookie contract and the 5th year option, it was $52 million. But because some of that, the 23 went into the new contract, he's made 93 is fully guaranteed, plus the original 24, I believe. He's well over 100 and let's say $120 million. So $120 million we have blessed Tua and his family. That is generational money. You're welcome. As a human being, he's awesome. I've been to the Tualua. I was blessed by a fan, and that was awesome. So she did this. Miss Finn's Tanny made 120 million. Yeah, so did Tua. Fully guaranteed $120 million. We already blessed him. Now we have to hold him accountable because we gotta get a return on our investment, and we can't do that if this man is only playing 12 games a year. That's not a good return on our investment. So we have to make it happen. But guys, again, it's Miss Fans. I'm Miss Fans. Appreciate y'all. Do me a favor, hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate all you guys. I will catch you guys tomorrow for the AFCE show in the morning, and then obviously League Wide Wednesday at night. So thank you guys. Take care. Love you. Peace. Bye bye.